Loud up there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Veterans Memorial Stadium. Halftime here, 34-6 Grizzlies. So, John, what happened to Everett in the first half?
They just weren't able to get things rolling on offense, you know, and they couldn't string together a series of good plays. They also had some unfortunate problems with a drop punt that gave GP an early score, and they just weren't able to get anything going. They had one big play from Williams, but that was about the only time he was really able to break loose.
And he really broke loose on that.
Yeah.
He was down. That was almost a 70-yard run. Got it down to about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and when he can get that 190 pounds up and moving, he gets it moving fast.
Yeah, he looked real good. And he had another breakaway play that got him down to, you know, in the red zone earlier, we're right at the end of the first half, and you know, he kind of had that Sean Elledge look where he was running north, south, east, west, and
yeah, well, he's obviously a smart kid. He's been watching Elledge and he's learning.
Yeah, but other than that, Everett just hasn't been able to string anything together. And Glacier Peak, they're firing on all cylinders today. They just look like, you know, they kind of look like last year's team. You know, just, you know, have bang plays and just very efficient tonight.
Yeah, so the Everett defense has had a hard time because Glacier Peak's throwing it at them from all sides of the field. They never know what's coming next. And then the Everett offense as well, Ayers just hasn't been able to get enough time in the backfield. I mean, except for the one play where he had, 3 minutes back there or however long he was back there. Other than that, Hurd has been in his face every time he's dropped back to pass.
Yeah, and one of the assistant coaches, Dan Fenner, is a real good friend of mine, and we talk all the time about this. And he told me today, he goes, Glacier Peak's a real hard team to prepare for, because he said they're a much harder team than the Oak Harbor or Meadowdale to prepare for because of the style of offense they run. They no huddle on you. They bring you different looks all the time. With like Oak Harbor and Meadowdale, you know what's coming, so you know how to prepare for it. But
yeah, as long as you can stop what they're going to throw at you and you know what they're going to throw at you, whereas Glacier Peak, you don't know where it's going to come from.
You don't know where it's going to come from. There's no huddle. You don't have time to like regroup.
Yep.
So it can be, when their offense gets rolling, it's very difficult for the opposing teams to kind of get them out of that rhythm.
Yeah, the only way you can do it is by calling a timeout. You don't want to use those, right?
That's right. And so the big playmakers for Glacier Peak in the first half, AK-47 had a big first half. He was kind of running rampant.
Sean Elledge.
Interception. Yep, and then he had a touchdown. He had a receiving touchdown, so he's kind of picking up right where he left off last week.
Yeah, and Marcus Hurd on defense, right?
Marcus Hurd's been all over the place. Yep, and then they got big Riley Argue, the senior. They got him in the mix.
Touchdown.
Yep, touchdown. Didn't expect to see that tonight. So good that they're getting the seniors in the mix. And for Everett, it's really been just about one guy, Blake Williams. That's really been their, he's really the only guy doing anything out there for Everett right now. And they're really going to need some more answers other than just having him the whole time.
Yeah, Mako Baca's made a couple receptions for him and has also had some nice returns. And Ayers is working hard, but he just hasn't been able to make anything happen really in the passing department. They've completed a couple short passes to Baca and a couple to Williams. But
yeah, and it's the fastest I've seen Glacier Peak get pressure on the quarterback this year. It's like right when Ayers is getting that ball, there's instantly like 2 or 3 guys on him.
Yeah, but the defensive ends are coming in untouched.
They are. So shifting gears just a little bit, there's an update on the Oak Harbor Meadowdale score. It's 17-14 Oak Harbor going into the half, and it sounds like we're following it on Twitter, and looks like Oak Harbor scored like right at the end of the half, and that's that's a game for all the marbles in Westco 3A this year.
Oh yeah, that's one to be watching. We'll be keeping track and keeping everybody posted as much as we can on that. We've got a nice Twitter feed going from a Herald reporter that's there, right?
Yep. Thanks, our friends at the Herald are helping us out there, and we also got that. What was the Skyline? Or East Side's losing to East Lake's losing to Woodinville. So number one. East Lake is number 1 in the state in 4A right now.
That'll be a big upset.
That will be a big upset. Big shake-up in 4A.
It's nice to see that. Anything can happen in high school football.
Texas got 2, and then St. Louis got 2.
Oh, Texas and St. Louis are tied now. Tied in the bottom of the 10th in the World Series. But nobody's watching the World Series. They're all watching the STSPN.
We're bringing them everything tonight.
We got all your highlights here. This is like Sports Center here. Okay, so Glacier Peak actually gets the ball first. They elected to defer on the coin flip, so they're going to get the ball, and that's not good news for Everett.
No.
Looks like we got Quentin Dunbar, Sean Elledge, and Evan Nelson are going to go back. Actually, Evan Nelson and Sean Elledge are going to go back deep.
This could be exciting. If Elledge gets that ball. North, south, east, west, spinning around in circles, crawling on the ground.
They've been kind of doing that. A couple times they've kicked off, they've been kind of doing the little squib kick. I don't think they want to give it to either one of those two back there.
Yeah, it's the.
So here we go.
Two evils.
Kick off here. Yep, the squib kick. But it is going to get to. It's going to get to Elledge, taking it about the 15. He's at the 30, taken down by a couple players at about the 32-yard line.
Brought to the ground pretty hard there too.
He was kind of slammed a little bit, giving him the business out there.
A little excessive, maybe.
Okay, so here we go, folks. Glacier Peak's going to start out at the 31-yard line. Looks like David Linney still is our quarterback.
That ball boy's 79. He's pretty quick.
Well, it's important to have a quick ball boy.
He also did the hook slide as he came off the field there, too. Which
we got Big
nice
John McLean breaking down the ball boy.
Hey, there's action in between the plays, too, here.
Okay, Linney back to pass, shotgun formation, Evan Nelson in motion. Hands off to AK-47, and he's met hard right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there.
I think they're going to give him
and that was 56. 56 for the Skinnell. Yeah, it looks like they do give him about a yard on that. Give him forward progress, but... Oh, no, now they're pushing it back. They gave him a yard, then the ref changed his mind, says, nah, I ain't doing that.
No, they gave him a yard.
Yeah, look, they gave him about a half a yard, I guess. Linney back to pass. Oh, but he's intended for Dalton Pettis. Looks like he got bumped up when he was trying to catch the ball, but no flag on the play.
Yeah, he was trying to beg the ref for a little something there, but no doing.
Nope, nothing doing there. Oh, and got a update for you on Eli Whipple. Looks like he hurt his leg of some sort, and he's out of uniform. He's got his pads off, so Eli Whipple out for the rest of the game. Too bad, senior night, last game here.
He's off the crutches, though. So
he is off the crutches.
Looks like he's got a wrap or a brace on his left knee now.
Okay, Linney back to pass. He's got time. He throws it to, looks like, is that AK? AK-47 for about a 7 or 8 yard gain. Going to be just short of the first down.
4th and 1.
John Haynes on the tackle. 4th and 1 for the Grizzlies. And they're staying on the field. Pretty much a no-brainer. This is an area where Coach Rowe will always go for it, typically. Linney, back to pass. Evan Nelson, cutting back. Oh, and
got it.
He's risky play by Evan Nelson. It picks up about 6 yards, tackled by Jared Hemmen. First down, Grizzlies.
Yeah, he had to lose about 3 yards to gain 5 on that one.
He did. Well, he caught it, and he was right about the first down marker, and then he went back about 3 yards, and Risky play, but it worked out for him. So first down, Grizzlies from their own 45-yard line.
The gambler.
The gambler. John's calling him the gambler now.
Well, Scott's not here.
Scott was calling him the attorney earlier this year. Okay.
That's because he was begging the ref, arguing with the ref over the play.
Lenny out of the shotgun formation, hands off to AK-47. AK, good run. Oh, and he's all the way down to about the 38-yard line of
17, 18-yard gain.
Yeah, Blake Williams on the tackle for Everett.
You say a flag?
Uh-oh, flag down.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's going to go against the Grizzlies. I didn't see what they called, but
it's in the backfield.
It looks like it'd normally be a hold call. Another penalty on the Grizzlies. Only their second one tonight, though. So that's going to negate a big run by AK-47.
That's usually when it happens for them, too. They'll get a 60-yard run, and it'll get called
Yes, back. Absolutely. He's marching it off right now. Well, he only marked it off 5 yards, so illegal. Oh, it was an illegal motion on the Grizzlies, so not too costly of a penalty. They do get his first down over again. 1st and 15 for the Grizzlies at their own 40-yard line. 10 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter. Okay, so Lenny out of shotgun formation. He's got Quentin Dunbar and AK-47 in the back with him. Hand off to AK.
Nope.
Or hand off to Quentin Dunbar.
He's not getting anything.
Gets nothing on the play. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by 52 Michael Materno.
Yeah, those penalties just seem to throw them off their rhythm, and then things just don't happen for them. That's just unfortunate. Of course, it's nice for Everett. They seem to be playing really well right now on defense.
Everett's kind of getting them out of their rhythm. Let's see if that can hold up. 2nd and 15 for the Grizzlies.
Just what they need to do.
Lenny back to pass. He's got time. He's got an open receiver. Evan Nelson to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Evan Nelson. Nobody was catching that.
Yeah. He turned on the Jets and left him in the dust.
And there was no chance of catching Evan Nelson on that. You'd have had a better chance getting Jimmy Hoffa's autograph than catching Evan Nelson on that play. And he was gone.
There's absolutely no yellow on the field. So
no laundry on the field, folks. Touchdown, Evan Nelson, 40-6 Grizzlies.
For the point after.
Branson Corwin for the point after.
100% this evening.
Drop ball. And he threw. Yeah, they botched the extra point. I don't think it's a problem, though. It's 40-6 Grizzlies, 9:11 left in the third quarter. Boy, he really turned on the afterburners on that catch. He beat his receiver, and he was off to the races.
I apologize. I think I jinxed that point after attempt.
You did jinx the point after.
I'm sorry.
He said he was 100%. That's like talking to a pitcher when he's got a no-hitter going. So Evan Nelson responds to Sean Elledge's first touchdown with a touchdown of his own. And they're back head-to-head for the touchdown race on the year.
Who's ahead in that race?
I think they're tied. I think they are tied. Elledge was down by 3 last week, but then he came out with 5. But Evan Nelson had 2 of his own, so they tied up last week.
You don't want to let Nelson get in the open field and be able to turn on those feet, man, because he just took off.
He really did. He is one fast player. 40-6 Grizzlies.
I think we're going to see some sophomore action.
Well, if Grizzlies score again, we're going to have the running clock going. Okay, kickoff. Number 5, Lucas Henry brings it all the way out to about their own 38-yard line. Good return by Lucas Henry. Josh May on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a nice return.
That was a nice return. So 1st and 10 Seagulls at about the 39-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it.
On those returns, Everett's doing a good job putting up a nice blocking front in front of those guys.
They are. If there's a bright spot, they are doing good on the returns. Okay, Riley Ayers under center. Blake Williams in the backfield with him. Lone setback. Hands off to Blake Williams, and he almost found a gap, and he's met hard by a flock of Grizzlies there.
They've got him stutter stepping though. He just doesn't have a chance to.
Well, he's looking for a hole and just can't find anything.
If he stands in one place too long, he gets hit.
So about 2nd and 7 for the Seagulls.
They need to string together some plays.
Again, Riley Ayres under center. Blake Williams back behind him.
He's got a pass.
Had an open receiver, number 2, and he just couldn't hold on to it. Little screen play. Kendall Dunbar, open receiver for the Seagulls, and just can't find the grip on it.
You got to catch those balls, Tim. They hit you right in the hands.
Yeah, the coach is probably going to get an earful for that one. Okay, that brings up 3rd and 7 for the Seagulls. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Okay, Riley's going out of the shotgun formation. Blake Williams in motion. Back to pass. Looking for Blake Williams down the sideline. Incomplete.
He almost got that one.
He did almost get that. That's going to bring up 4th and 7 for the Seagulls. Josh May on the coverage.
He's deceptively quick for his size.
Well, he's very quick.
Doesn't look like he's moving all that fast until you see him going by somebody that's at full speed.
He is. You're right. He is deceptively quick, and we got. Looks like we got Sean Elledge, and is that Trey Chambers back there? Number 3, Trey Chambers back there to receive. Here comes the punt. Oh, and it's a fake punt.
He's not getting it.
Nope. Pushed out of bounds. Does not get it. Pushed out of bounds by number 22 of the Grizzlies.
Do you think that was a mistake, fake punt?
No, I think they intended for that. That was Colin Park got him and pushed him out of bounds.
But you're giving him great field position.
No flags on the play. So that's going to give the Grizzlies the ball at the Everett 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Lenny to AK-47 up the middle, about 2 or 3 yards.
Gonna have to start being
4
careful
yards.
about who's in at quarterback.
Nick. Oh no. All right, that brings up 2nd and 6. Still got the starters in. Evan Nelson receiving on the near side. Shotgun formation. Hands off to AK-47.
Nope, kept it.
He kept it. It's keeper.
Right,
he fooled me. But he's got it all the way down to about the 17-yard line of Everett. Big play by David Linney.
Nice acting job by Caribou. He had us both fooled.
He had everybody fooled.
We were following him. I was like, man, he's going to get a good run.
Great run by David Linney.
Great run by Caribou, even though he didn't have the ball.
Blake Williams on the tackle. Oh, now it's a handoff to AK-47. He's met in the backfield quick by number 52, Michael Letourneau. Second and 13 for the Grizzlies.
6:51 in the quarter. Not the running clock yet.
There will be if they score here. Hands off to AK-47. He's trying to get around the outside. Nothing doing. Kendall Dunbar on the tackle.
He should have probably turned that one up a little earlier, cut back the other direction.
Yeah, he just had nowhere to go on that. They're going to be looking at 3rd and 13 now from about the 20-yard line.
That's not Alex's style, though. He's more of a go straight forward and bounce off people for a while.
He just had too many Seagulls there in front of him. Okay, so Linney back in the shotgun formation, AK-47 back there with him. Goes back to pass. Oh, and he's gonna get tackled, sacked for a big loss by number 58, Andrew Dixon. Great heads-up play by Andrew Dixon. That's gonna put Glacier Peak at about 4th and a plane ride.
Yeah, Everett's defense has really come on here in the second half.
So it looks like the Grizzlies. Well, they got. I see David Linney's still on the field, so it looks like they're going to go for it. Elledge is coming off of the field. Hershey's going back in. They're actually going to kick a field goal from the 35. It's going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt. 44. Now Linney's got the distance for this, so let's see.
Easily he's got the distance.
Linney can do that. You don't see a lot of these type of attempts. Here we go, and it's up, and it's looks good to me. He got it. He just squeaked it over the upright. David Linney with a 44-yard field goal.
I think he was trying to make that suspenseful by leaving it a little short like that.
He did, just creeped it over. Great play. You don't see a lot of 44-yard field goals in high school.
No.
So that's 43-6 Glacier Peak. 5:05 left in the third quarter. I'd like to thank our sponsors again. We got our friends at Mongo's. We got our friends down at Gutter Glove, McDaniel's Do It Center, Dynamic Diesel, Snohomish Skydive. Scott Oshman and I are going to be skydiving next weekend. He doesn't know it yet.
Are we going to film that?
Woodinville wins 17-14 over Eastlake.
This just in from our executive producer. Woodinville wins 17-14 over number 1 Eastlake. Major shakeup in 4A.
That's exciting. You like to see strange things happen. Upsets are always interesting.
That's great info, and we'll get you. Okay, Corwin with the kick, high kick, fielded at about the 10-yard line. It's out to the 20, 25, 30-yard line, out to about the 31-yard line.
Mako Baca on the return.
Mako Baca.
He's getting a lot of action.
He is getting a lot of action. I don't think they have a lot of people to spread it out on. Scott Oshman just texts me from California saying that he's not going skydiving.
Oh, I think he is.
Oh, he's going. He's going all right.
Screaming like a little girl.
Screaming like a little girl.
Okay, Riley Ayers under center. Blake Williams in the back with him, and he throws behind him. It's a pitch. And he gets it, turns the corner, gets about a 5-yard. He actually threw it to him from behind, so it was a lateral. And Blake Williams gets about 4 yards before he's knocked out of bounds.
Everett's trying to pull something out of a hat now.
That wasn't that tricky of a play. Kind of an interesting. You don't see that very often where you turn it and throw it behind you.
Ayers just has to get rid of the ball so fast.
He does. 2nd and 7 for Ayers, under center. Handoff to Blake Williams. Up the middle, gain of about 5.
Tackled by the majority of the GP defense.
Yes, I can't even tell who tackled him. I see Trey Chambers in there.
You have to count just the 2 people that weren't in on the tackle.
Yeah, Elledge wasn't in on that tackle.
Well, he's coming from the furthest away.
It's going to bring up about, looks like it's about, oh, geez, what kind of spot did they just give him? They just marked it all, put it all the way back down by the first down marker.
That ref must be an Everett alumni.
Looked like he only gained, it's going to be looks like 3rd and 1 now. Not sure about the spot on that. Nope. Flag on the play. Probably going to be some type of false start or delay a game. Looks like it's going to go against the Seagulls, and it's going to make it 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 1.
That's unfortunate. That's not what the Everett offense wanted. They wanted that first down. They wanted to keep running.
Even our loyal play-by-play Scott Oshman just sent me a text saying, "What kind of spot was that?" He didn't like it either, and he's in Los Angeles. All right, 3rd and 5 now for the Seagulls.
We should have had him phone in.
Back to pass. He's got time. Oh, incomplete, but there's flags all over the place. And it looks like number 24, Josh May, got to him early. Intended for Garrett Robinson, but that's going to be a pass interference on the Grizzlies without a doubt.
The boys are just a little too excited.
Got there just a little bit early. Pass interference. Automatic first down for the Seagulls.
At least they're not going for the ball. You don't want to go for the ball and miss that tackle.
Very true. All right, 3:43 left in the game. 43-6. It's all Grizzlies up to this point right now.
So Everett's moving the ball right now, but they're not moving it fast.
Yeah, they're going to need to move it a lot faster than that. Their clock's going to be their worst enemy here.
They need to strike and strike quick.
First and 10 from the 50-yard line. Pitch back to Blake Williams, looking for room. Evades about 3 or 4 tacklers. Wow, he gets about 6 yards on that. Jeez. I don't know how he busted so many tackles. Timmy Douglas and Michael Palmer in on the tackle.
Can you hear Scott? Can you hear him? Turn this up.
We got Scott Oshman calling in. Can't hear him though.
You guys are doing an unbelievable job.
There you go.
Scott Oshman, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Blake Williams. Oh, and he's through the gets a first down, about a 10, 11-yard carry for Blake Williams.
What's the temperature down there, Scott?
Temperature's a balmy 55 degrees.
Balmy 55 degrees. We got our first call in by Scott Oshman. Scores 43-6 GP.
Hey, great job, Tim Boyle, John McClain.
Okay, thanks for calling in, Scott. We miss you.
You guys are doing a great job. Everything's good down in Los Angeles. Can't wait to get back on the air.
Blake Williams again. Pitch back to Blake Williams. He gets about 7 or 8 more yards, and he's having a big game tonight for the Seagulls. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 2 for the Seagulls.
The wonders of technology, Tim.
Yes.
We could have Scott still do play-by-play when he's out of town.
He could do play-by-play.
Just off the webcast.
Okay, pitch back to Blake Williams. Oh, and he finds a hole, and that's a big run. Another big run for Blake Williams. Picks up the first down and then some.
Yeah, you don't want him to get those legs moving.
Got another 9-yard carry for Blake Williams. He's having a big night. About the only guy that's really doing anything out there for the Seagulls, though, is Blake Williams.
Well, you got other people doing some things. I mean, Baca's doing well, but he's not having a night like Blake is.
Yeah.
I just don't think he puts up the numbers that Williams does, though.
And Baca's kind of doing well on defensively, but offensively, it's kind of the Blake Williams show tonight. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Seagulls on the 18-yard line of the Grizzlies. Ayers under center. He's back to pass. He's rolling out. Pressure on. And he's almost tackled. And he gets it off to Blake Williams. Blake Williams is going to get a touchdown. Wow.
That was a crazy play.
That was a crazy play. They had him in the backfield, and one of the guys just bumped him.
You got to wrap him up, though. You
Yeah.
can't just give him a forearm
Colin
shiver.
Park was one of the intended tacklers, but what a great heads-up play by the quarterback to get it off just in the nick of time.
He was lucky to stay on his feet.
He was. He should have been sacked. Kind of not a great play for the Grizzly defense there.
No, but an excellent heads-up play for Everett. And Williams coming back for the ball. Coming back to help his quarterback out and get him out of a bad situation.
Fumbled snap. And again, the Everett Seagulls are having problems on that extra point. So 43-12, Glacier Peak over the Everett Seagulls right now. 1:09 left in the third quarter. So that was impressive, that play.
Yeah, it was really heads-up ball by Williams once again to come back and help out the quarterback, get open. I mean, he was back in the backfield again. I think Ayers was like 10 yards deep into his own backfield running for his life, right?
He was, and it was a mistake on the Glacier Peak defense. They had him, and one guy, instead of wrapping him up, just wanted to hit him.
Yeah.
And he was just got it off in the nick of time.
And Williams was back there to catch that ball, and then an excellent run down the sideline. So that was just what Everett needed, but they need more of it.
Well, they're going to have to score in a hurry if they really want to be in this game. 1:09 left in the third quarter, and they got a lot of making up to do.
So you can almost guarantee a squib kick here.
If Glacier Peak scores on this drive, you can pretty much seal the deal.
Well, Everett's defense is going to have to come up big.
Well, they definitely need a stop. They actually need more. They actually need something like a interception, a fumble recovery, something of that nature.
A nice special teams play would be good for them.
I wonder if they'll do an onside kick here.
Can't
rule that out. Another squib kick. Oh, they kicked it right at the line. 28.
So GP will get it at the 48-yard line. Excellent field position. That's going to put pressure on Everett.
Chad Triplett on the recovery. They kicked it right at the... I'm not sure if that was intended to be an onside kick or not, but they kicked it right at the line. Maybe they're sometimes they do that hoping it'll bounce off the guy. See, Sean Elledge is still on the sidelines here. It's a cold night. I can see everybody's breath coming out. Cold, crisp football night. So Linney, shotgun formation.
No, it's 20. Becerra.
Oh, it's Becerra. We got Becerra in there. Excuse me.
Quarterback.
He hands
watch.
off to. I think he hands off to Michael Palmer. Michael Palmer's in. So new quarterback at the helm. I think they feel like they got a big enough lead. They put Becerra in.
Meadowdale just went up over Oak Harbor, 21-17.
Meadowdale 21, Oak Harbor 17 is the latest update.
So we got Michael Palmer in at running back.
Michael Palmer is in at running back.
That means AK-47s on the sideline.
Yeah, I see a lot of new faces out there. Becerra back to pass. Oh, it's tipped at the line, incomplete. Yeah, I see a lot of new faces in there. All of our main receivers are out of the game right now.
I want to see how we go on number 59 there.
Todd Elvig, our amazing producer, would like to see a helmet on number 59 on the sideline.
I think he'll get his chance tonight. Okay, Becerra back to pass. Complete to Palmer. First down and then some, all the way down to about the 34, and he fumbled. Glacier Peak may have recovered it. Not a good play by Palmer. I think he was stretching for a couple extra yards, and that ball squirted out.
Nice run, though.